Hello everybody, welcome back to today's server review tutorial video thing. Today we're checking out VladeCraft MC. Thank you to the owner for inviting me to come ahead and check out your server. Very much appreciated. One thing I noticed right when I joined is on your scoreboard you seem to have an extra slash at the end of your store link. I would recommend removing that since that actually does nothing when you're actually searching for it on Google. So just my personal preference, I think that's a mistake there, so I would just fix that up. Another thing I noticed is I normally press tab when I join a server, and your tab is so colorful and so many moving bits, it's giving me a headache. Another thing I noticed is you have 1.7 through 1.14 support, but I'm actually joined on 1.15.2, so you may want to update that to be the latest version of Minecraft. I would also slow down. I'm fine with rotating letters and blinking colors and stuff, but I would really recommend slowing it down, because right now you have so many things going super fast that it can get a little distracting. I know you've been working on a custom domain name for your server, so once you get that up and running, I would make sure to switch it over to that along within your tab menu and your websites all to the same domain name because it just looks a lot better. Another thing I noticed is that would be my same complaint with the Discord link here, is you should have your domain name / Discord or something. It just looks a lot more professional and a lot easier to use. So /help, you do have like this custom help menu, which is great. Thank you for actually putting in a custom help menu, but I'm not exactly sure what this /... is. I think you're missing a color code there. Or something, because it doesn't seem to be formatted correctly. So I would recommend looking into that as well, because that could be something that's just messed up in a configure file, or something along the lines of that. In terms of plugins, you have disabled them, but except for About tab. So I can still About tab and see all your plugins, so I would recommend blocking About tab if you're going to block your plugin list, because it's, it's some way to bypass that. So I would recommend checking into that. You do seem to have a parkour thing over here, which I just fell to my death and spawn. I do teleport back, but maybe make it a faster teleport back, which I would recommend doing. I think I'm supposed to be actually able to start something here, but I can't because I can't actually use the pressure plate. Not exactly sure. And I do have this extreme speed, which is going to make this parkour impossible. So I'm thinking that pressure plate's supposed to disable the speed, but it's just not letting me because of your world guard flags. So that would be something I would check out. Cosmetics, you are using Pro Cosmetics, which is great. Maybe make it so you put your server name in here and stuff, and you actually customize it, because you can see it's just a default configure file right now. Hello, welcome. Just click the compass, vote with /vote. Maybe make this pop up in chat. I don't know if you need a book, and your color codes in the book are kind of distracting versus what your thing is. And then you have player visibility shown and disabled, enabled. There we go. So that works fine. And then you have this. I like your colors and the type of thing you're doing here. Very nice job. Factions. We'll try to go to factions. So we've been added to the factions queue, which means I'll be teleported. Very nice. And then I fall out of spawn onto the ground. So that would be something I would recommend fixed. And then I get kicked for flying. So maybe fix that, I think, would be a good idea. So I get kicked for flying when I join the server. And now I have to rejoin to join in hub. And I take damage when I spawn in. So it does seem like you're having some lag issues. And I know you mentioned that to me in our DMs, is your host has been having some issues today, the day I'm recording. So maybe that's the reason. But I would recommend checking into that. So same thing, same complaint with your tab menu is all the different colors, and you also are missing your AFK type placeholder in your tab menu here, because I'm not AFK, but it's showing the -- AFK, and I have a feeling it will not show that in chat, but you have a double wilderness with a 4 and then a wilderness and stuff. So work on your faction setup a little, and maybe make it so you have an axe in your inventory as well. I don't know why it keeps defaulting, shifting to that inventory slot. But I would recommend making sure all your format's correct and everything, because it seems like there's some issues with like the 4 here and the different types of stuff like that. So I would just recommend fixing that. And maybe make this be still the war zone out to about 500 blocks out, because a lot of spawns do that. And I would recommend decorating the bottom of this, maybe like adding a mountain bottom or something that looks cool rather than just dirt. And I'm not going to go into that into depth into each game mode, just because I don't have the time today. I have to keep each video to 6 minutes to make up for an entire month of videos in one day. Don't blame me, blame my school for tests. So we're going to join the next one of Skyblock, and we're going to check out how your Skyblock server is. I do like this setup here you have here. The only thing I don't like is when I join, you get your default MCMMO, and I don't think you need that. I think you could get rid of that. So welcome to Skyblock. Type @/is to start. You have there is a placeholder that can get rid of this little one line here. I think it's on the Holographic Displays website. You can look it up on, so I would recommend checking that out. I would also recommend maybe making this color here the same brown as this, because I don't think you need a second color for that. That's just my opinion. Island top, Tinker skills, upgrade. So you have skill systems here. You're an admin. Type / I'm not an admin, so don't know why it's telling me to type that. Token shop, battle passes, so you have battle passes. One thing I also noticed is your ranks are different between servers, and your tab list is completely different on this server. Try to keep things consistent on every server, because it just works out a lot better that way. So we'll go ahead and create an island, and we'll do like the hard island and see what the hard island looks like. And thank you for not using the default islands. This actually looks like a pretty neat and decorated island, so you have a pretty good idea here and on what you're doing and everything, so it really shows, and that's pretty cool. So great job on using that. I would also recommend maybe keeping it all lowercase or one capital or all uppercase and not switching between the two, because switching between the two doesn't look that professional. And you can also see the world border over there. Maybe that's supposed to be around my island. I'm not exactly sure, so I would recommend checking into that, because I shouldn't be able to see that from my island. So let's go ahead and check out creative, and I believe this is just your default creative server. I clicked creative and it sent me to Skyblock. It says I joined Skyblock, but I'm actually on creative. So I can do /plot home, plot, oh help, not home, I'm an idiot. And I was disconnected for spam. So maybe fix the spam with the commands and stuff, because that seems to be a little bit of an issue. So I can do /plot auto, and I believe it would create me a plot. Yes, it does. So then I can build here, and it's just classic creative. So nice job here. You have some pretty cool plots, I think. Pretty nice designs. So you have a few players online and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Great building. We'll go back to hub and then go to your final game mode of practice PvP. Once again, use the placeholder instead of these little dot lines here, because I think it would be looking a little better. Same with your tab menu, fix your tab menu, and also sync your ranks between servers and chat formats, because they're constantly different through servers. Same with your scoreboard, so I really recommend in this server fixing your scoreboard as well. Make everything look the same. It just looks better, looks more professional, or use a custom core for your network or something that makes everything sync together throughout the network is what I recommend. A lot of servers like a lot of plugins like Aquacore, Network Manager, what else do we have? Ultra Permissions, all those do that. So I do recommend doing that. I'm /report player not found, so I would have to type the report. And maybe Staff Plus is great, but I think cores would be better for this, or like a Bungie Cord plugin. So I would recommend checking that out. But very nice job. Hopefully you keep working on your server and getting players on, and make sure to watch our how to get players on your Minecraft server tutorial. It will be linked down in the description below as well. So thank you so much for watching. Great builds, by the way. Everything seems to be very nicely decorated. And if you need any help or anything, need any information and re-review or anything, just let me know in Discord, in the description, in the comment section, or in our MC Market and Spigot MC threads. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Noodles. I'll see you tomorrow for the next video. Goodbye.